This is Granny Maggie from Granny Magic, Professor of Earth Magic at Dead University. As always, honoring your magic. I wanted to take a quick moment to talk about tarot card readings. There are a zillion, that's hyperbole, books out there on tarot cards and tarot card reading. Each book, for the most part, presents a particular perspective of tarot and that person's understanding and interpretation of what's important on the card, what those symbols are that stand out to them, what those symbols might mean. When somebody gives you a tarot card reading, they're coming from a certain perspective and they're relating the energy of those tarot cards directly to the topic or the question that you've asked. So the meaning is fluid and it comes from the reader's personal perspective. That's why you're paying somebody to read for you rather than just looking cards up in books. I am a spirit-led tarot card reader. I see tarot cards predominantly as a language that relates to the fluidity of the energy around a particular situation. When I give you a reading, I call in all my guides and ancestors and the spirits in my house and the spirits of the land that I work with. And I invite in your ancestors and your spirit guides to also assist in choosing and interpreting those cards and their message for your particular situation. And I ask all that before I even select and lay the cards. And when I lay the cards, I see basically a swirl of energy. It's in motion, going from the recent past to the present to the near future to the more distant future. And I listen to the spirits tell me are the important aspects of that message for you understand and take action on a situation or to move energy towards a goal you're trying to manifest. So if you look up the cards in the reading in a book, they may not interpret them exactly like I do. And it's really going to also be determined by which of the zillion books you've picked up and what that person's particular thing is regarding tarot. I've been reading tarot cards since I was 12. They're my language. They're part of who I am. So when you come to me for a tarot card reading, it's not going to be a cookie cutter definition. That's not what I do. That's not how I feel tarot works at its best. It's not what I think is the most valuable way of using tarot. I want to just put that out there for anybody, especially who's learning tarot. There's a quadrillion books. People get so overwhelmed trying to memorize all this stuff, all these correspondences. And then they have these learner cards that have a zillion correspondences on them. And sometimes I think some key words that are misleading. It's more than that. Tarot is a tool to help us read energy and to connect with spirits from my perspective. Please don't feel overwhelmed if you're learning to read tarot. You have an intuitive wisdom. You speak the universe's language, the language of symbols and energy. The spirits know, if you've been practicing a while with tarot, what you interpret each card to be and how that card speaks to you. And the universe will help you pull the cards that speak your language. I write all my readings down, and especially for myself, the cards that I pull, and I can see how it works in my life. And other people usually get back to me to let me know what played out. And as the years have gone on, I have a very accurate view of what those cards are saying. You will develop that over time. Writing down the cards that you read, some idea of what you think they meant for you, how they interact as part of that fluid pattern. That's why I don't ever do, the little 1 card reading, the quickie 3 card reading. My quickie reading is 5 cards. I need all that perspective. I need all that little movement of energy. Understand what each card is saying. So since it keeps coming up, I really hope. On one hand, it helps you to understand if you book a reading with me what you're getting. And if you are overwhelmed by these zillion tarot card books and their different methods of interpreting, what's your perspective? What do you think tarot is? How does it work for you? Find a book where the author works your way with tarot, has your perspective. That will speed up the process for you and make it a lot less intimidating. And your readings will be so much more accurate. I know my readings are accurate because of the feedback that I get. It's been a lot of years, and it works for me that way. How does it work for you? That's the question.